One of the most common questions I've always gotten about the SedgeTool track saw is how to set depth. Big D came up to me the other day. He had forgotten to set depth on his track saw, and I'm going to show you in this video what I taught him.
Alright, so Sedge, my track saw is imperial, yours is in metric, looks a little different. I'm a little fuzzy on how to set depth. Might need your help on this one.
Okay, I think I did show you, but hey, everybody forgets stuff. And it's a simple process. Always remember this, it doesn't matter if it's your saw is in metric, doesn't matter if it's imperial. You know what? The board doesn't know it's being cut in metric or imperial. Okay,
good point.
So mine's an older model, you got the newer model. It's got a bunch of green here. This is how you set depth like this. You see this little part right here? We can get in here, Chris. See that little magnesium aluminum alloy? That part hits the stop.
Okay.
Okay, so what I like to do, and I like to keep it simple, is I like to put it on the board I'm cutting. Okay, move it off because it's the rail's 5 millimeters. And what I do is I set it down and I bring it. See how I'm zeroing it out?
Yep.
Right there.
Right
Okay,
here.
now push this in and bring it to the stop. You just set depth. Okay, now I'm gonna get this out of the way. Now that's the precise depth.
Yep.
So what I'm gonna have you do is now, and I always teach people, take your hand, put it here, and now your thumb, you can press it and articulate your thumb up and down. So go down a couple of millimeters. That way there you're gonna cut through, but not through the table.
All right, Sedge. So what about setting depth on like a bigger piece of material, like a 4x8 piece of plywood?
Okay, so you're asking if I'm hearing that when the saw can't be zeroed out, you gotta kind of eyeball it. Okay.
Right.
You can use the scale, but I prefer not to. What I like to do is say this, I make sure I'm always on the material and on the rail. And then what I'll do is I'll take it like, this here is some starboard, it's 1/2 inch of material. But what I like to do, by the way, make sure it's always unplugged. I always look to see there's 5 teeth below the cut, just like this. And somebody may ask, where did I come up with 5 teeth? When I set up a table saw, when I was a kid, I was told, when I set the height of my table saw, Chris, come in here so we can get this. Okay, that's too much blade exposed, but what's the right recipe, as I say it? Well, when I set the height, I always look to have 5 teeth, and I just go here, right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can go down just a little bit more, and there we go. So that's how you set height on the table saw. Blade height, I should say, and that's how you set it on the track saw. It's just that the track saw is sitting on the material, where with the table saw, we take the material to the saw. So did that explain that for you, Big D?
Works for me.
All right. So, hopefully that helped, and as we always say,
be positive,
stay sharp.